Hi, y'all. How you doing? I feel like I listen to Cricket make that entrance so often that I sound like her when I do it. It's been a long day for me. I worked most of the day. I woke up late. I was tired. I overslept for work. So luckily, my client is very forgiving. And I was just a half an hour late, and that was fine with her. And so then, hi, Susan, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Hey, I wanted to ask you, did you ever see in your flower book what those purple flowers are that I have in my yard? I found some new flowers today. We were out for a drive. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. It is 71 and sunny outside. Red, how are you doing? It's good to see you guys. I hope it has been a beautiful day for you guys. Susan, I know you were getting rain, but I hope it was. I think so. They were beautiful. We could see them from miles away. The hills looked like the hills were covered in them, and I could not figure out what it was. So I stopped to take a picture. I've got some close ups, but I grabbed a blossom and then I was taking my client to her therapist. Okay, I did have a picture on my community page. Yes, I did. You didn't get my text? Let me send it again. You sure you didn't get my text, Susan? I mean, I'm not suggesting you're lying. I am doing okay. It was a long day. I sent a text message, not an email, Susan. That may be what it was. So I stopped and took a picture because we've been seeing them everywhere and I couldn't figure out what it was. Fields and fields of them. I knew it had to be something. And so, you want to come up? Come on. Yeah, everybody wants to see you. Everybody always wants to see you. Come here. No, huh? You're just going to sit there? Okay. So I stopped. Oh, come on. Try again. Here. Come on. Puppy. Come here. Okay. Be silly like that. Be silly like that. If you want up, come up. You're making everybody wait. They're waiting for you to make an entrance and you're making everybody wait. Should I keep talking to the camera? And then you'll want to come up? Okay, I'll keep talking to the camera and see if that makes you want to come up. So I stopped to take a picture And when I stopped to take a picture, I grabbed one of the blossoms, and we were going to my client's therapist. And so my client gave the blossom to the therapist, and the therapist thinks that it's alfalfa. So I can do that. I can look up what a picture of alfalfa fields looks like. It's a different color alfalfa. The alfalfa looks purple, but it does look like alfalfa. Just, I don't know. You can't find it? Should I email it to you, Susan? Do I have your email? I must have your email. Oh, you have Facebook Messenger, don't you, Susan? You're on the Facebook Messenger group, right? Yes, you are. I thought so. Here we go. Yes. So they are in the Facebook Messenger group. And if you want to check the alfalfa out more, there those are. You guys got to see this video, this picture that I found today. You got them. Good. Okay. This photo that I found on my Facebook today is just adorable. Jen, how are you? We were just talking. Oh, look, this is my dad, you guys, with his car. It's a bad picture. Never mind, I'm not going to show you that one. Because if you don't know what he looks like, that picture ain't going to mean anything. Picture I got today. Let's see where it is. There it is. Paolo, how are you? That is how I want to be, y'all. I love that photo. She looks so cool. Doesn't she look cool? I want to be sitting out on the patio on the beach, drinking margaritas, looking like her. Isn't it red? Isn't that perfect? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. May the Force, how are you? It's a pleasure to have you into the corner joint. That's how you want to be, Jen. Exactly what I thought when I saw it. I thought that is exactly how I want to be. You're hanging in? You love Ventura? Are you from Ventura, May the Force? I love you guys saying hi to each other. Really, Jen? That's so cool. Yes, I have I have a plan for merch. When I finally get merch, I want I'll tell you the merch after I say this. I'm so pleased with that, Jen. A long time ago. You have an LA Times photojournalist, buddy? That's so cool, May. Isn't it great, Red? I love this one. It's so good. Thank you, Jen. I love that. Yes, that's so good. So my idea is a handicap symbol and it's on a sweatshirt that says proud degraded being. Probably stop Scientology so people know what I'm talking about. So I can have she shot the riots, the quake, the floods. Wow. You worked for the LA Times? That's so cool. Yes, Jen made that, Lisa. Isn't it nice? Jen, can I make it my thumbnail instead of this picture? I mean, the flower picture's pretty, but I'd love to make that my thumbnail. It's a great flyer, Jen. I love it. I love it. Really, really good. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Make sure everybody knows. I'll put a link to you in the comments. Make sure everybody knows that it came from you. And it went to shite. Well, isn't that the story of the universe nowadays? Late end stage capitalism. There comes a point when you can't continue to be more productive. That is a little destructive. She is on fire. She makes the best stuff. Jen, do I just need to send that to a printer or take the file in with me and tell them I want a certain size? Probably just take the file in with me and tell them I wanted a certain size, right? Trying to think, there was a news story that I thought was interesting, but now I can't remember. Now I can't remember what it was. I wanted to talk about it, and you know what, guys? I didn't write it down. Naughty, naughty, naughty Carrie. The corporate BS of the late 80s and 90s ripped out the Homeland employees who put the time in. You love Point Doom? It's peaceful? Nice. There was something in the Sun in the UK. There was an article in the Sun about Natalie. Natalie had a big, huge write up in the Sun in the UK. I haven't read it yet, but she talked about that this morning. I was talking about one of the stories on Phil DeFranco. You know what? He You know what he does? He bookmarks his videos. It is the nicest thing. The sun. Freudian slip. I get it. I get it. Freudian slip. Oh. How does what work, Lisa? I'm really impressed with the design, Jen. You do a great job. I don't know how they work, Lisa. They're really cool. They're really cool. I have no idea how it works. I do not know how he does that. But if you look, if you see here, if you go to Philip DeFranco's channel and you click on the more there, then you'll see there's chapters and you can pick which story. You were timed out of Jeffrey Augustine's chat? May, what did you do? 4 to a page? That's great, Jen. It is cool. So the thing that I thought was interesting, really interesting, there was an art installation in New York and Dublin. And essentially, what they made was a portal, and they made it shaped like a Stargate. There was a portal in New York and a portal in Dublin. And the portal in New York was showing, each portal had a camera that was pointed on the audience. And so the portal in New York saw what was going on in Dublin. And the portal, it was a big television screen inside the portal. So the portal in New York saw what was going on in Dublin, and the portal in Dublin saw what was going on in New York. Well, what did you say, May? So does that make sense, you guys? That portal thing I was describing? I could show a picture if you need. It may not be that Jeffrey does. I don't know who Jeffrey's moderators are. Although the moderators, of course, shouldn't be doing anything that the creator doesn't want them to do, but I don't know who Jeffrey's moderators are. So you guys have to tell me if that explanation of what I wanted to talk about that I thought was interesting. You think he's modless? Well, then who timed you out? Him? It sounds really cool. You need visuals. Let me get visuals. You see that? It's like a circle, and inside is a television. And right up here, right, of course, right at the tip top center of the inside of the circle, you can see a camera pointed at the audience. Oh, Lisa, that sounds great. So it's like a magic mirror, but for real. Isn't it cool, Lisa? It apparently took only a week for people to start mooning people in Dublin, sending hate speech over it. Uh, Flashing the camera. Less than a week, and people started misbehaving to that extreme. So I find it really curious. I don't know how much that cost. It's an art installation, but television's monitors can't be that expensive. But on the other hand, they had to have that, they had to create that circular structure with the television inside it. Although, I don't know how they did that, but I don't know how much it costs. But it's an art installation. It's really cool, right? It's nothing more than a permanent FaceTime screen. Really. It's nothing more than a big, huge, permanent FaceTime call going on between. Leave it. Would you leave it, Orion? No. Ah. No. Leave it. Excuse me for a minute, guys. I'm back. So I find it interesting. And I find it interesting because YouTube live streaming, what we're doing isn't that different, except I can't see all y'all. I don't know if y'all remember when I was a kid, there were these phone numbers that you could dial, were like huge chat rooms. Lisa, that is amazing news. I'm really happy for you. That is amazing news. I'm really happy for you. The church hasn't sent me anything. I'm not sure what you mean, May the Force. Yes, Red, you remember? I feel like the internet is sort of like that. Me too. I'm right behind you, May. I am right behind you. Soda Cat. I see some similarities to of the internet to Ryan. What has gotten into you? Did you really, Red? That's so cool. That's so cool that I could never figure out how to do the hotline. I could never figure it out. It was like shouting into an abyss for me. But this feels a lot like shouting into an abyss. This is like really shouting into the abyss. It reminds me a lot of the hotline. I'm a never in, May. I'm a never in. Shouting your phone number if you want to talk to somebody. Yeah. Yeah, it was chaos. It was chaos. And this, especially when it gets into big chats, this reminds me a lot of that. Like, this is a small one of those. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I just think I got a great idea. You dated a few people answering the personals in the newspaper. I made a personal ad in the newspaper. I made a personal ad. I didn't get much response. Right, Red. I watch how fast Reese and Tommy's was just flying by tonight. Just flying by. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. I am supposed to. It's okay. You are in good company. I am the original airhead. Ask Red. Ask Susan. Um, I will. I can't remember a subject. I will drop the. I will. I can't remember something from 30 seconds ago. Okay, great idea. Get to the point, huh, Lisa? So, I have a data collection assignment that I have to do. And the data collection assignment is on greetings. And I can do two different methods on the greetings. I can either do conversation analysis or I can do ethnographic interactional sociolinguistics. I am in Portland. I protest in Portland. So I'm going to, whatever I do, I'm going to analyze from an ethnographic interactional sociolinguistics perspective. So I need to observe at least 5 greeting exchanges between two people within my own social or family circle. Eh, eh. Or if I can't do that within my own family circle, I can use a reality television show of my choice where the presumption is that it is unscripted. If you choose to analyze from a reality show, you must analyze 6 greeting exchanges. Quackerbacker, go Ducks. So this should be a show I'm familiar with already so that I'm reasonably well equipped to discuss various contextual aspects needed in an ethnographic analysis. I'm glad you think so, May. I'm a little overwhelmed at the moment. Marissa, how are you? So it just occurred to me that, I mean, I need to talk to my professor about this, but I think that I could use a live, not one of mine, but one in a live in SPTV land to get the data from. I think that would be really interesting. That may be, that may just give me the best in and give me the thing I've been looking for. Uh-huh. Well, I'm thinking I could do it. I could I'm thinking doing it during roll call. Somebody's roll call, because what I want to see the creator interacting with the people coming in, and also the people coming in interacting with each other. Jen, go girl. Lord almighty girl. Yeah, an Osborne's type show. That's what she wants us to do, May. The problem is, Jen, I can't believe, I mean, like, I really, really wish I had your energy. Oh my goodness gracious. Um, Reese might move too fast. I need somebody like Marilyn, I think. Um, May, yes, any kind of reality show. She said any kind of reality show. The catch is that you have to be familiar enough with the show to be able to sociolinguistically describe the environment, the ethics, the attitude, the all these things. Wonderful, Jen. Yeah, her chat moves really fast. Um and I'm only analyzing here. I would only be analyzing 6 greeting exchanges. What, May? I don't know any reality shows. I don't watch any reality shows. SPTV is the only reality TV I watch. I mean, the last time I watched reality shows, I like the dancing reality shows. But those aren't on much anymore. So I don't watch any reality shows. It's just SPTV, and I think the fact that it's a it's a greeting between the creator and the people who come on stream and the people in the stream is just, yeah, I really loved So You Think You Can Dance. I miss it a lot. And I loved, for some reason I had to quit watching the Strictly Ballroom one that's in America. What about cricket? I don't know. What about cricket? See, May? Ask Jen. That's how quick I forget shit. What about cricket? What about cricket? Um, she could be a good one. She might be a really good one. Farmer's Wife. Where's Farmer's Wife, May? We Have you guys watched The Dead Boy Detectives? I think it's on Netflix. I think so. It was really good. Really good. I really enjoyed it. Okay. we don't we don't have Hulu. We have Netflix and Amazon Prime and Apple TV and YouTube. We haven't and Disney. We have Netflix and Prime and Apple TV and YouTube and Disney. See y'all later, Lisa. Take care. The Selling Sunset. The Selling Sunset? Is that what it's called? Because I'll write it down. If I can find a pen. Guys, I will be so glad this is how bad I am, guys. I look at my notebook and I've got a case number and a telephone number written down. And you know what I didn't write down with the case number and the telephone number? I did not write down Selling Sunset. Name? What do you mean, name? What am I missing? I lost it already again. Selling Sunset. I didn't write down anything. I just wrote down a case number and a phone number. Sorry, guys. There was no name. There was nothing. There was case number, phone number, and nothing else. Not a thing. Not a date. Not anything. Nothing. Was that a reality show, May? I do need an assistant. I do. And I need an assistant that I don't need to tell what to do. I do remember CUNY dealerships in Portland, but only because I lived in Seattle before I lived in Portland. Yeah, Red, I'm resistant to writing, but I've started using reminders because I'm getting tired of forgetting things. It's reality TV. I could try it, but hubby's not going to like reality TV either. You know what I really loved was the a cappella singing competitions that they had on TV. That the five kids, the a cappella group came out of. Ouch. Nice. Must be nice. I think they've really come a long way, Red. I didn't realize until I looked at my phone today how far they've come. That they can give you the reminder all sorts of ways, that you can do repeating reminders. I mean, that reminders has come a long way from where it was the last time I remember looking at. The Great British Bake Off. Yeah, I used to love the Iron Chef. I used to love the Iron Chef. That was 25 years ago we watched that show. Maybe 20. That show's been around a long time. Right, Red? I need to remember things, is the problem. I need to remember things. Hey, Jen, are you still here? I need some tricks to get Orion to sit still for me while I comb his coat because there's all this hair coming out of him. And I would rather get it out with the comb than to get it out. Yeah, exactly, Jen. It's not really reality. It's so clear that it's being edited to death. My mom, when I talked to my mom and I talked to her about SPTV, she was like, uh, she couldn't understand why people would want to watch real time stuff. And I'm like, because they can't treat training. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's a miniature dachshund and he's got me really well trained. So I need some kind of secret extra. Yes, it is fake as fuck. Yeah. And when it's in real time, it can be less scripted. Although, all you see of me is this little box. It's certainly not unedited. It's just differently edited. Slicker brush, not a comb. It feels more like scritches, Jen. Or just because I should be using a slicker brush and not a comb. Comb probably digs into his back too much, right? Ah, we'll get it out faster. Okay. Okay. I'm going to email you, Jen, because I drove by a groomer today and the Kiss guy, can't remember his name. Gene Simmons? Hey, Seawell Blue. They're clover? They didn't look like clover. They were huge. They were up to my waist, and there were. Why would they be sowing clover? Just to leave the fields fallow? Try mitts? Okay. Oh, Jen, I hate to do this to you. You're going to have to remind me what both. I hate to do that to you. It does get worse when I'm slightly high, guys. My apologies. Clover on steroids. If I'd been standing in the fields, it would have been up to my waist. They were big. They were big. He is being a beast. He is being a beast this evening. I don't know what's gotten into him. He won't come over to see me. Orion, are you a good boy? Hi. Hi, puppy. That's a good boy. I don't know. I'm sure I'll find out. It doesn't quite look like alfalfa, but maybe it's a mix of alfalfa. My husband feel like scritches and keeps the comb from digging in. Okay. Thank you, Jen. Thank you very much. What was I going to send you an email about? I can bathe him. Jen, is there a special way to get more hair out in the bath? I could give him a bath. Oh, I was going to send you an email because I found a groomer. See, they come back. I found a groomer and I wanted to stop in and find out if she's any good. But I need some hints for how to find out if she's any good. And yes, I can give him a bath, but it may be easier to take him to the groomer since it's about time. And I'm not going to spend $300 like I did last time. There's black hair everywhere. This is not the model that I was sold. I was sold a 12-pound short haired model. And I got a 20-pound long haired model. That is very different than the model I was sold. Orion, you're not the model I was sold. So back to that portal thing and the party lines or the hotlines. It's just really interesting, the communication methods. He is the best. I know. I know. I'm not arguing that point. What? They're beautiful. Can I show it? It's crimson clover. Okay, it's to rotate the crops. Got it. Look at this, guys. Can you see it? There we go. I just gotta move it the other direction than I think I do. Trying to get it with no reflection. There we go. That's a little better. Look at that. Crimson and clover. Crimson clover. It's beautiful. I hope it's good for the birds and the bees too. The fields were just covered in it. It looks much more like clover than it does. It looks much more like clover flowers than it does alfalfa. The alfalfa looked uh the alfalfa looked more sparse. Mandy, how you doing? Mandy, you have got to see what Jen unveiled here tonight. Just, I am so pleased. Let me find it. Hey Jen, how you doing? That is Pup Groomer's newest flyer. You like that, Mandy? Pup Groomer, is it on your page already? Pup Groomer sent it to me. I can forward it to you, Mandy. But I'm going to assume the froggies are loud. I love the sound of the froggies. I love the sound of the froggies. In the Dropbox, and that's right. You already said that. I forgot, Pup Groomer. Jen, it's really good to see you. Did you get a look at that new flyer that Pup Groomer made? See, I got to flip around to different names when people come in the chat. Isn't that nice? We have all these names we can call each other. What the hell are people thinking when they go after Nora for being under an alias on a fucking what you call it, chat room? Pup Groomer are awesome. Indeed, Pup Groomer are awesome. We like this flyer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't hold back, May. Let us know what you think. Not that all of us don't agree with you, but not that all of us don't totally agree with you. I'm kind of excited about my paper now, guys. Interesting. Oh, what was I saying about Nora? That people, this was weeks ago now, but she was in the Discord under a different name. She was not using Nora as her name. She was using an alias. And people were all upset and complaining. Yes. Yes, Mandy, the bad Discord. So people are losing their minds because oh no, Nora was in the Discord under a different name. Seriously, the fuck, y'all. People have not their real names, because I'm pretty sure that Fuzzy Pink Handcuffs' legal name is not Fuzzy Pink Handcuffs. So being upset that somebody's in a Discord server under a different name makes no logical sense. Makes no logical sense. No, you need to get out of there and stay out of there, Mandy. You need to get out of there and stay out of there. You've got no business in there. Great Gatsby is great, Mandy. Right, May? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So, y'all, if you're not subscribed to Mandy, give her somebody, Red or Susan will drop her channel in here. If you're not subscribed to Mandy, but I expect you are, but if you're not, go over and subscribe to Mandy, because she's doing a live tomorrow about the troubled teen industry, and I expect that it'll be a banger. That is my expectation. Yes, you did let me know your real feelings. Yes, you did. Indeed, Jen. Indeed. There's a whole lot of, what's the word? It's the word for when I say you're doing it, but really I'm doing it. Of course, she's in there under a different name. Everybody is in there under a fucking different name. Everybody's in there under a different name. Thanks, you guys. Well, it's not even that. I don't even think it's hypocrisy. I think it's fucking stupid. It's stupid. Nobody. It's not that they're doing it and are saying other people shouldn't. It's that nobody does it that way. It's just stupid. Stupid. Makes no sense. I don't even understand. There's nothing to argue about or scream about. No one. You guys are great that way, Susan. You guys are great that way. So I don't know how I went down that line. It was something about something, but boy, that one chaps my hide. That one chaps my hide. So the paper. Right, Marissa? Exactly. I don't know anything about Denver, Steve-O. Well, you probably press send before you see before each of you're both probably pressing send at the within a few seconds of each other. So it's not showing Red, it's not showing you that it's not showing each other of you that it's sent yet because it's still in the ether. It takes a few seconds for it to show up. Right, CUL Blue. Exactly. That's my whole fucking point. That is. I could try that one, May. That's a good idea. That's my whole fucking point. I don't like it's not even hypocrisy. It's just stupid. It's like, what? Of course, she wasn't using her real name. Oh my god. Stupid. You said it perfectly, COL Blue. Like, exactly that. Fucking hilarious. I can't even believe. Leave it in the gap and let them. Indeed. Indeed. Let them try to control you. Let them try. Let them try. Let them. Let them. Let them. I like nonviolent protest. Let them. Let them. You know, y'all, the majority of y'all in my audience are female and my age. Nora's pulling in numbers. Her lives are huge. Yes, we do like men though too. Absolutely. But all y'all are my age or a little bit older, a little bit younger, but within 20 years. And I think we Gen Xers are, I think the younger baby boomers and Gen Xers are a force to be reckoned with. Mandy, that's kind of cool. I mean, even if it's not very much, that's kind of cool. You were born in 62? Well, May, I'm not that much younger than you. Not very much by a lot. My eldest child is 30. Sunrise Dawn, it's always good to see you. $60 is a beginning, Mandy. I mean, I know it's not enough, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Oh, it was more than you thought? That's good. That's good. For only streaming one time a week for a couple months, that is not bad. That is not bad. I am it's not age, it's year. How much do you need to get YouTube monetized, Mandy? Y'all are subscribed to Mandy, right? It's really not bad for once a week for a couple of months. So that's 8 or 9 streams. You don't have 300 subs yet. Okay. You need you need 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours to get memberships, merch, and super chats. And you need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours to get YouTube monetized. Okay, you guys, I got to think back to what the yeses are for. Yes. YouTube is clunky. Thank you, May. Sub to Mandy. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mandy is lovely. Mandy is lovely, and we want her to get monetized. You're very welcome, Mandy. You're very welcome. So paper. Poe, Marilyn. I'll have to talk to my teacher about it. It would be interesting. You're doing a live tomorrow with the survivor. Wow, Mandy. What time? What time? Four p.m. I have a intake appointment for the treatment that I've been trying to get back into at 4. I hope that it will go less than an hour. So I will get there as quickly as I can, ma'am. I will get there as quickly as I can. Because that sounds like it will be very, very interesting. Hugs to you back. Troubled teen industry. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Troubled teen industry. Thanks, Lisa. I will do my best to get there as quickly as I can. I'm thinking, just between us, guys, just between us, I am thinking that I need to take a mental health day tomorrow. I haven't had any so far this quarter. Pre-pumpkin relaxation. Nice, Lisa. In your nice, clean, and organized house. That is the best feeling, isn't it? When your house is all cleaned, the linens are all fresh, everything's put away where it goes. Thanks, Mandy. I'm going to tomorrow. Oh, take care? Okay. Do it tomorrow? Take the day off for mental health? Okay. I still have to go in to help my client tomorrow morning. So it'll be, I have to go to work, but I can take the afternoon off and not go to class. I might decide to Zoom into class, but we'll see how I feel in the morning. Little small steps, Lisa. Small steps. I found this amazing cleaning channel, you guys. It's a cleaning channel. You've got to see this. It is 9 p.m. already, Mandy. This cleaning channel, if you've got ADD, I do not know, Mandy. I do not know. Lori, hi. So, cleaning channel. You guys have to see this. Oh, did you guys see? Put a pin in that cleaning channel for me, Red. Look at that. Did you guys see that Mike Brown did an interview with Dr. Stephen Hassan on his channel? So it's Stephen Hassan. Is it Hassan or Hassan? Did an interview with Mike Brown just like the day before yesterday. Yesterday. Let me grab the link so you guys can get it. Hold on. But I'll watch most anything Mike Brown does. So now the cleaning channel. Just a moment. Let me find it. It's on your watch list. You already saw it. That's great, Jen. Okay. There's the video on the cleaning channel. Don't you guys dare click away and watch that video right now. I gave you the video instead of the channel, so don't go clicking away to the channel. I like most anything Mike Brown does. I haven't seen much he's had to say that I can't agree with. I like him. I like him. Lori, remind me what you didn't see. Lisa, I can't do the work myself, but this particular, I've got a raging case of ADHD. So this particular video really, really, really spoke to me. It's a good idea. Okay. It really may be that I call in, that I do a Zoom, because there's some things I need to talk to her about. Like my idea for the paper. So, but I can email her. Hmm. Hmm. Can I email her about this idea? I could try emailing her about this idea. Do I need to go down to class because I need to talk to her about the idea? Actually, I'd probably be more comfortable emailing her than talking to her in person. Although I'm feeling a little better now that I got my grade back. Okay, you guys tell me what you think. So there's the video from Mike Brown. Jen's on the watch later list. Staying here until pumpkin? Okay, good guys. Thank you. Mike is a good man. Love all y'all. Hugs and kisses, Kat. It's nice to see you. Really, Jen? Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I can't wait to get them and pass them out. Isn't she, Lisa? She's pretty amazing. Ken. I like your answer so much, Jen. I really like that answer. Okay, Lisa. Ghost us when you're ready, sweetie. Sweet dreams. Sleep well. All that jazz. All that jazz. Lisa, everybody's telling you good night. Susan says good night. Jen says see you later, Lisa love. Retired Red says bye, Lisa. It occurs to me, guys, that sometimes I should read out what you guys say more because I notice if I'm just listening, sometimes sometimes if the creator doesn't say what's in the chat, then you have to be watching the chat. But if you're driving, you can't possibly watch the chat, so you're just listening. So is it helpful to y'all if I read out what it says, even though y'all can see it? And I need to find the video where the linguist said, just use y'all, y'all. Just everyone should use y'all. Kid number 3 sent a text. Then that's important. Sometimes for you it does help, Sunrise Dawn. Yeah, it's occurred to me. Um, it's occurred to me that maybe you're listening. Yeah, Lori, but does it help you if I, rather than just putting it up on screen like I've just done, does it help you if, for example, when I show Retired Red here's comment, is it helpful if I tell you what she said rather than just respond? Do you know what I mean? Retired Red says she uses y'all, and Pup Groomer says she uses y'all all the time. Yeah, it is the best adjective. Not adjective, pronoun. No. Oh God, don't ask me to do grammar. I don't know what part of speech y'all is. You all, yeah. Of course you do, Susan. It's almost required as a Texan, isn't it? Sometimes, like tonight, it's helpful because of the job. The regular job, you can read and participate more. Yeah, but I know if you're not participating or I should do it more. Susan says, as a Texas girl, she uses y'all. Exactly, Susan. That Sunrise Dawn, I was thinking about people who couldn't see the screen, and I have to say, I am really sorry you specifically didn't occur to me. I apologize. I will do better. I will do much better. I am really sorry. That is not universal design, and um one of my teaching philosophies has to do with universal design, making the technology so that it works for everyone who's using it. Whatever teaching technology it is that you're using, adapting it appropriately for the classroom or audience that you have. And it should have occurred to me that would be a problem, and I should have been doing that all along for you, for at a minimum for you, but for anyone else out there who has that problem, which I have sometimes. I can't read the screen, and I know I'm missing out on what's going on because I can't read the screen. So yeah, Retired Red says it does help, but it's not necessary reading out the chats. I think I can find. I understand what you're saying too, Red. I can't read everyone out, but I think I can find a better balance of reading them out than I've been doing. Sunrise Dawn, you're from the South. You definitely say y'all. Exactly, Sunrise. Tired Red says she missed sunrise. I know I don't have to, but I feel bad that I didn't. So I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. I will take that as a uh as all is forgiven because nothing needed to be forgiven. So I can go with that. Thank you. I don't know that I'd want to during study streams. You're probably right, Red. You're probably right. But I think that during the study streams, I take in it. Will I'll figure that out. That's a good point. Um, but it's easy enough to put more content about use fewer reference, just like I ask y'all to do. I ask y'all to use fewer reference, fewer its, fewer pronouns, and just doing that, using fewer pronouns, fewer its, fewer that's, will help, because if you don't have the context, it's somehow hard, it's often hard to follow that. You can read the chats just fine when they're down here in the box. It's just when they're up on the screen that you have trouble. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Is that in my chat, Sunrise Dawn, or is that in all the chats? Oh. Seal Blue, I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. May just ask for comments and questions, read those out. You have the font size blown up, but you can't blow up what's on the screen. Interesting. So that's all. What you're saying is it's actually the technology, it's not me. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. You do this on a phone, Sunrise Dawn? You're doing it on your phone? I'm just I use my phone. Yo. I mean, I have to admit, when I'm live streaming, it's on my phone. It's harder for me to watch on my phone. Um, than it is to live stream on my phone. You move around the house too much to use the laptop. Got it. If you use the laptop, you could probably see the ones on screen. But you move around the house too much to use the laptop a lot. So you can read Lori's comment. You can't see which one I put up on screen. Got it, Sunrise Dawn. Ask for people to do comments and then questions in front, and then read those out to everybody. Ah. So make that the norm now, CUL Blue. Okay, guys. Put question and comment in front. Usually have me on the TV and on your phone for the chat. Aha, Red. You prefer live streaming from the laptop and watching on your phone. Interesting. You're the opposite. Okay. Yeah, and you can't chat on the TV, right? So when I put the when I put the chat up, you can see it on your TV, but you wouldn't be able to see the rest of chat unless you were on your phone. Okay. Exactly, sunrise dawn. Okay. See, that didn't occur to me, sunrise dawn, because in StreamYard on the back end, I just finished Dead Boy Detectives and I really liked it, Seawell Blue. So it didn't even occur to me, and I know exactly why it didn't occur to me. Read. Question. Thank you, Seawell. Seawell Blue asks, what are my favorite shows right now? Yeah, let's just start making that the norm here, y'all. I mean, maybe we won't grow. Maybe it'll just stay us. Who knows what the future holds? But if we start making that the norm now, then as we grow, if I grow, that's just what the community does. I'm sounding a bit like a sociolinguist about making rules, but you make rules early as a community. We have the opportunity to do that and shape that now, so let's do it that way. So, COL Blue wants to know, what are your favorite shows right now? And the most recent one I've watched that I really enjoyed was Dead Boy Detectives. It was a lot of fun. I kind of like supernatural quirkiness. So, yes, Retired Red, it will help me. It will help me. The fewer pronouns people use, the fewer reference people use, them, their, it. Comment. Sunrise Dawn says she'll try to remember. I usually remind everyone else and then forget. Sunrise Dawn, do you keep those things on a notepad so that you have them handy to drop into the chat? Because you can't be typing them every single time. I just can't imagine y'all are doing that. Okay. Okay. So you keep it in Notepad on your phone and on your laptop? Because I need to have I moderate Mandy's channel and I moderate Brain Fog's channel, Notepad. Okay. Would you guys be willing to send me some of, just copy and paste what you've got? This kind of stuff or email me the Word doc. I can do a search and replace with um the channel names and all of that. Cuz I don't have that, and I figured I could build it, but it occurred to me that y'all have already done all the work. Right. So, I mean, unless y'all really want me to reinvent the wheel, I figured it would be wiser to ask chat because chat is wise. Okay. Okay. I would love to see it. And maybe if Lisa was still here, she's probably already asleep, y'all. If Lisa was still here, that is the kind of thing and the kind of help that we might be able to provide, is providing those to moderators, just like Ellie and Jen. Yeah, I have Word. I have Word. Thank you for asking, Retired Red. If you have a generic one, Sunrise Dawn, what I'm thinking is we could turn those into a word. Pup Groomer, are you here? We could turn these into a merge document or a fill fields document, something. See you later. See you well, Blue. Thanks for stopping by. We enjoy having you here at the Corner Joint. So that all somebody has to do is enter the channel name and the website and all the other kind of information, and that populates the appropriate fill in the blank text on the copy paste thing. Am I making sense, y'all? You have clerical skills, Red? Did what I just say make any sense to Jen or Retired Red? I have old clerical skills. I am making sense? Okay. There's got to be some way to do that. It's just escaping me at the moment. Because I'm thinking if I had a document just at the top, I could type in brain fog, and I could type in brain fog's email, and I could type in brain fog's all of brain fog's information up at the top, and it would populate the entire document of copy paste blurbs. Did that make more sense? And then I'd have a document for brain fog, and I'd have a document for Mandy, and I'd have a document for the other person I moderate for who went out of my head right now. It could be a Google Doc. Like a form, like a form that turns into a Google Doc, I guess. Susie, thank you. So I just have a Susie document, I have a Mandy document, I have a brain fog document. Got 3 different documents with all the information in there. But it took, we collect all these little blurbs and make it really accessible for stuff. Oh, I'm sure, and we could make the whole thing editable. Um, but it would just be handy for people to have something to. I expect I'll make my own stuff on it too. No, Jen, I don't mean for you to do it. No, dear. That's not what I meant. Jen says she can't put anything else on her plate right now. Just offered your services to Becky to make materials for her earlier today. I want to know who Becky is. I don't know who Becky is. Oh, okay. Okay. Not, I wasn't thinking to put it on your plate, Jen. I was just wondering if it's something that could be done, if I was making any sense. So, no Google Doc. Retired Red says no Google Doc. Yeah, I see, Miss Sunrise Dawn. This is the lifeboat. Don't forget to float on over and drop the anchor on that button and make sure you're subscribed. Got it. Please don't forget to say howdy to that. So, how do we make, I mean, maybe it's not even useful. I don't know how to come up with words like that. For and furthermore, I don't know the list of words that Becky is the lady that. Oh. Sorry, I just got distracted, y'all. Sunrise Dawn says Becky is the lady that Wendell, Chris's attacker, followed into the police station. Got it. Now I remember. Now I remember. Very good. Well, do you know, Brain Fog is in San Francisco, so I mod for her, and I mod for Mandy, and I mod for Susie. I think that's the only 3 wrenches I have. I think that. Sunrise Dawn says if she knows the creator, she can help me come up with some stuff. That's what I was answering. See, I need to get better at this. This is another interesting paper. Hmm. Fertile ground, this stuff. How to best communicate chat to the most number of people, and how to learn to facilitate that easily. That is what I am considering at the moment. I think on that note, I have had no dinner. So I think we ought to start with with at least with the first Minnesota goodbye. And the Minnesota goodbyes may go quicker than usual this evening because it is 9:30. I'm not particularly hungry. I did eat something today. So, and I'm feeling less tired than I've felt the last couple of days. Sometimes I get really zonky tired, like passed out, zonky, can't keep my eyes open, head fallen back. Okay, Sunrise Dawn says she'll have to give it some thought and get back to you on it. Okay. Thank you. You're still trying to come up with one for my channel? Well, I think if I've got a template, if Red's gonna put together a template, then or if Red's gonna send me what she's got, rather, not put together a template, but send me what she's got, and you send me something, then I'll be able to at least make something generic. If do you know what I mean? So, and I can start, but I can't, there's no rush on this because I can't start thinking about it until um realistically, as I sit here and noodle on this, I cannot think about it until school is out. I look forward to see what you come up with for my channel. I didn't know that was a service moderators provided, Sunrise Dawn. Thank you guys. I guess I am still learning how to carry my wrench well. We can be the puffs from the corner joint. The puffs. Okay, Lori. You are typing on a little phone. Roll on over to the like button. That's great, Red. I'm glad you're going to nerd out. Laurie says sausage fingers strikes again, so hopefully she's going to try. Or the smoke. Oh, are the fires bad, Laurie? Yeah, how are my likes doing, y'all? I said that first Minnesota goodbye. You don't know if they all do or not, but you have fun with it. I get that, Sunrise Dawn. The one from Maryland mentions the dung heap, Sunrise says. Right, right. And I'm not quite 23 likes. Yeah, we get people coming in and out of here. We get people coming in and out of here all evening. Start saying the Minnesota goodbyes and people show up. We'll see. We'll put it to the test tonight. I will laugh hysterically. I'm less worried about this assignment now, y'all. I think I can figure a way to sell it to my professor. Okay, Sunrise Dawn, I understand that. I'm glad they're liking the scream too. You were thinking along the joint thing too, like rolling one? That'd be a good thing to do, Jen. SPTV does have people from all over the world. Neither Orion nor Soda want to make a visit tonight. I don't know what the greeting subject. I think the greeting subject will work well, Red. I hope. I This is reality TV, is it not? I think it's as reality as you get, right? So the difference isn't the people that people aren't greeting each other, it's the via they're using for the greeting, right? Does that make sense? I will have to take a screenshot and send it to her. Shit. Hmm. It is real reality TV. Right. Well, part of the assignment requirement is if you're going to do reality TV, you have to be familiar. You can't just walk in cold and do the paper on reality television. You have to be familiar with whatever reality television you're doing it on. That's part of the assignment. That's part of the requirement. So, I don't know, guys. What do you mean each channel? Red says maybe each channel could be one. What do you, I don't understand that. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. I really appreciate that. And that's all I need to do is talk about what's going on. That's literally all I need to do is spend the paper explaining this to an outsider. I think that is the assignment. What do these greetings mean? Lori, see you soon. Take care, hun. Susan says goodnight, Lori. So does Jen. Did Jen pop in and then pop out? I bet she did. And Retired Red says goodnight, Lori. Lori says goodnight. Oh, y'all. Y'all. Third Minnesota goodbye, but then I got a story to tell you. You know how yesterday I talked to the doctor's office and they basically said, yeah, but I'm not the one in charge and I didn't know and I'm just here now and so I can't do anything and I don't have the powers so I can't do anything. And so I said, great, then escalate me to somebody who does. Remember I said that? So they called this afternoon. I didn't hear the call come in because I didn't have my AirPods in and my phone was in my purse and I was with my client at an event. And so I just didn't hear it. So they left a voicemail basically saying that they want to talk to me and they understand that I'm upset. She's not available tomorrow morning. She is available tomorrow afternoon. I gotta fix, but she only left me her schedule to reach her tomorrow this afternoon, and it was too late by the time I got home to call her. And like I said, she's available tomorrow afternoon, but I'm not sure if I am. And she didn't give me any availability about Wednesday. So, um, do I wait until I find out what happens at the intake at the new place? So the intake at the new place is tomorrow afternoon. Oregon Valley girl, hey, how are you doing? It has been too long, Red. Exactly good, it's been too long. So, since she's not available in the morning and I'll have time to call her if I don't go to class. But if I do go to class, I won't have time to call her before my intake with the other place tomorrow. So let's call the first place, or the place that I've been working with is place number 1. Am I making sense, guys, or do I need to explain this more? What I'm trying to figure out. Do I wait to call the first place back until after I've had this intake appointment tomorrow with the second place? Okay. Okay. I start to get confused in my own head. And then I try to beat dead horses. You would? It's what I'm leaning towards, Susan. Susan says she would. I'm going to start trying to do that more and more, guys. Please tell me if I'm overdoing it or if it sounds weird, okay? Stack the deck. Yeah, I don't think I even want to talk to her until I have this intake and find out what they're going to be able to do for me. They've they've I mean, like, my intake was supposed to be next week and they called me yesterday, the same day I called them to start the process. So I called them to start the process. They gave me an appointment next week. And I did that yesterday morning. And yesterday afternoon, they called me to make the appointment for this Wednesday afternoon. They're already on a different level. Yeah, I know I won't be able to read. Retired Red says I don't have to read all of them, just the ones I want to respond to. Exactly. It would get it would get yeah, it makes sense not to read all of them. Pup Groomer says I'd keep the intake and call the first place afterwards. You may find it works out better for you in the long run to switch, but I won't know if I don't go. Well, I would go to the second one regardless. I would go to this I would go to the appointment tomorrow afternoon regardless of the conversation that I have with her tomorrow, but I want to know what offer is in hand so I know what to say to her. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to say I'll think about it, and I don't want to say I'll think about it. I don't want to think about it. So, It is a job for pup groomer. Oregon Valley Girl, did you see the newest poster that pup groomer made? They're working together to drive me nuts. Well, I do have anxiety going about this intake tomorrow. I'm not It is not my favorite thing to do, and I may just have to tell intakes like this give me anxiety for some reason. And I'm not sure. Usually, disclosure works really well for me for managing anxiety, but I don't know if it's weird to have anxiety over an intake. Is that weird, you guys, to have anxiety over an intake? Past behavior predicts future behavior. Yes. Yes. Retired Red, what's tough for you? Sorry, hun. Sorry, hun. I'm getting tired. Fourth Minnesota, goodbye. Past behavior predicts future behavior, says Susan. Oh, you have a hard time with disclosure if you'll be taken seriously, Red. I don't know. Do you take me seriously? I think I think that there are ways to do it, that there are different ways to disclose. And what one discloses has to be authentically done. And some people won't like it, right? Like, some people won't like it. And eventually I'll get pushback. I'll find trolls under the bridge who want to tell me you'd be taken seriously if you disclose the new doctor. But I already explained to them, look, I've been this other Red says if it's tough for you if you'd be taken seriously if you disclose that the new doctor should disclose that the new doctor. Yeah, that's what I think. If what you're saying is you would worry if you'd be taken seriously if you disclosed it to the new doctor, that's what I'm worried about. I'm really going to want to know. I'm going to have to think about that. Orion, what are you chewing on? Hey, Orion. Okay, good boy. Good boy. Yes, a good boy. No, the old doctor doesn't know me. No, what happened is the company, the practice that I was getting my ketamine treatments at closed 8 weeks ago. And so I couldn't get treatments there anymore. Yes, exactly, Red. They're both getting my full history from the old place, but they are both brand new. And the first one has been, we're 2 hours in. The first one has been dicking me around for well on 8 weeks here, and I am annoyed, especially when this other place has gotten me in. I mean, when I said it's been 8 weeks since I've had my treatment, he was like, "Oh my goodness, let me see what we can do." Retired Red says, "Talk to both and see who gives you the best deal." Talk to when I talked to him, look at I did it on my own, guys. When I called this other place yesterday and I told them what was going on, they were like, "Oh my goodness, let me see what I can find for you right away." Like, they recognized it was a problem, whereas I've gotten a robot every time at the other place. So I will call her back and leave her a voicemail tomorrow morning telling her I'm not available tomorrow afternoon, or I'm not available in the afternoon, and so can we talk Wednesday morning? Exactly, Red. Good service. Exactly, good service. Um, I mean, they've just been awful. And I mean, what I told him last night when I talked to them is I said, "Look, the reality is I'm having second thoughts about even going forward with y'all for this treatment because I don't know what level of trust I can have in you at this point." I told them that. So I will see how the intake goes, as anxious as I am about it. And and you know what? I can tell them I get anxiety. I just get anxiety with new providers. I just do. I get anxiety with new providers. And now I've had to do three. This is the third new provider because the old place, in an attempt to quell my complaints, gave me a faux intake that they said would help, but then when I did the actual intake, the person knew nothing about. Piece that I had forgotten. So I've actually done 2 intakes with the first place, and now I have to do a third one. And I get anxiety around new providers anyhow. So it may help. It may have helped Red just Red says that if it helps me, then tell it all. But if it helps me, then tell it all and get what I need. Um, and it may be that just talking through this helps because now I've got a better handle on what's actually bugging me about it. Um, at a minimum, I can talk to them about it. To use a Scientology word that I hope y'all will understand, I'll be able to talk to them about it flatly. Which will be of benefit. Retired Red says she doesn't like changes in providers. Neither do I. It is not my favorite thing. Okay, y'all. 2.5 hours is just a little bit too much. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your amazing and helpful input on the minutiae of my life. It is beyond helpful, I hope you realize. And you rest up too, Red. And oh shit! Shit. You're right, Pup Groomer. I didn't show Oregon Valley Girl the flyer. Oregon Valley Girl. Where are you? It is very cool. It is so cool, Jen. I can't wait. I hope you sent it to Natalie, right? You sent it to Natalie? Tell me you sent it to Natalie. Do I need to send it to Natalie? Or will you? Because you really should. I think you should. But I'm happy to do it. You kidding me? If Natalie doesn't know who you are, then she damn well ought to. Oh my goodness gracious, Red? Did you hear this? Pup Groomer doesn't think Natalie even knows who she is. Girl, she knows who I am, and you do so much more for this community than I do. Oh my goodness gracious. She is being too humble. Please, please send it to Natalie. If she doesn't, she will tomorrow. Susan. Indeed, she will, Pup Groomer. Indeed, she will. Those flyers are going to be a hit. They're going to be a hit. Okay, well, guys, can we fix this for her? I will send an email to Natalie If you guys will send an email, well, not if, I will send an email regardless. Because Pup Groomer says she's sent a few emails to Natalie but hasn't ever gotten a response. So she's pretty sure she has no idea who you are. Okay. You just created an e-meter from scratch for another flyer? What? Tell me more. Jen, will you send me the link? I'm being lazy, Jen. Oh well, I never mind. I don't need the link. Okay, thank you, dear. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jen says she's going to text it to me. That'll be perfect. I will email it to you, Red. Um, actually, I'll put it in the Facebook group, Susan and Red. Oregon Valley Girl, did you see the brochure or the new flyer rather that Pup Groomer made? Because if you didn't, I will show it to you. But if you're already gone, because you said glad and thanks for all y'all rolling along in the movement, I appreciate you. We appreciate you too. I have got an ache in my arm that will not quit, and I cannot find a sore muscle that relieves it. It's starting to annoy me. It's starting to annoy me. So, okay, guys. It looks like Oregon Valley Girl's already gone. So, I am going to let the rest of you go. This is a marathon again. Y'all are troopers. Run on over to Kristen Melinda's. Thank you, Jen. Red, Susan, I'll get that off to you right away. Guys, run on over to Kristen Melinda's channel and give her a hey. Okay? Take care. Good night, y'all. Sleep well.